Peace, guys. How's it going? Jeremy back here with Consciousness Awake. Sorry about my absence. Kind of went a little MIA there a little bit with the videos, but I plan on getting into more of a normal uploading pattern for you guys because it's not just for you, it's for me. I want to do this, and I enjoy doing this, and I feel like it's part of the mission, right? It's one of the reasons why I'm here in this physical reality is to do exactly what I'm doing here with these videos. So it's important to me also. So anyways, in this video, I want to emphasize something. And something that motivated me to do this video is just OBE observations when you just go out of body. No particular rhyme or reason to why I would notice these particular observations. It's just something you notice here and there. And what it is seeing souls that just passed away in the human body that have transitioned into the etheric / astral planes, and mostly etheric, and seeing how unaware, how unconscious they are. They're kind of like in like a zombified state, like they don't understand. Actually, the best way of describing it is just kind of like in a dream-like state. So just kind of like imagine like your regular dreams, but where there's no lucidity, there's no, you're just kind of like just flowing with the dream, just an observer within the dream, not questioning the dream, ultimately meaning that you are unaware, unconscious within a dream. And so it's like this zombie unconscious kind of state where they're just wandering around in the etheric plane, ghost plane, what I call the ghost plane, what we classify as, hauntings or ghosts to our physical senses, the ghost plane. And you can't even really communicate with them. You can't even have an actual dialogue or really ask any particular questions or anything like that. It's almost like their consciousness is so shattered or just lost or unconscious that they don't even realize that they've actually passed away in the physical body. Maybe it has something to do with how people pass away, if it's all of a sudden traumatic, murder, car crash, long-term stuff like, there's cancer and people who are, they know they're going to die at a certain time. It could have something to do with that. It could just be souls who were in their physical incarnation and they passed away just all of a sudden, unexpectedly, and maybe they were just kind of in a, just an unself-aware kind of state of consciousness when they were in their human body. That could be possible. So whenever I see stuff like that, I think to myself, this particular soul who is going into the afterlife, initially, at least that first phase of going into that, ghost plane, the etheric plane, which is like, to me, the fourth dimension, because it seems like its own plane for consciousness. Like there's a lot of beings and entities there, at least half of them, that just have their own consciousness-centered life forms, all kinds of things in that particular dimension, if you want to call it a dimension or plane or whatever. Their consciousness is centered there, and it doesn't know, it's not aware of other dimensions, planes, higher up astral levels, etc. The etheric plane essentially is part of the lower astral realm, but again, I always classify or categorize the astral planes as 5D, fifth dimension, non-linear time-space, galactic space, and the 4D etheric plane, ghost realm, and the buffer zone, the in-between zone of physical reality and the astral levels. And again, emphasizing once more that each different plane is almost like different planes for consciousness to experience different kind of bodies of density, different densities of matter, different bodies, different particles, etc. And so if you are, if a lot of the beings are in a certain realm, or like you said, like I said, like the etheric, that area between astral and the physical reality, and if a lot of them just know that and are unaware of higher up levels in the astral planes, then that's why I classify the etheric plane as its own plane, its own dimension, and that's why I call it 4D, or the fourth dimension. That's why I have that separation with my own perspective on it. But everyone has their own, opinions and perspectives on what I'm just talking about. So let me get back to. I digressed. I apologize. Let me get back to the observations of how there's a lot of consciousness souls that they go into the afterlife, and they're just kind of zombified, really in a dream-like, unconscious kind of state of awareness. And that's why, like, doing my videos, doing this channel, one of the huge parts to, or motivations to my channel, is to really show people how important it is to exercise, train, exercise, expand, learn about energy, how energy is always constantly in motion, and how to manipulate it, and how to use your other energy bodies, your other bodies in different densities of matter. Because, through the art of astral projection and out-of-body exploration, for that matter, and energy work, energetics, you start to integrate your soul more and more into being able to use these other bodies in these other dimensions. You want to, you want to experience that. You want to practice and, train and do new things and explore and do all this stuff and learn lessons too. I've learned lessons while in out-of-body experiences. I've learned many lessons that I have that memory within my consciousness. Because that's really what it is too, just embedding practical experience, actually doing it, not just talking about it. See, that's the difference. So, if a person just talks and reads about, like the astral body and stuff like that, right? These other bodies we have right now. Like, if a person's just reading about it and just, talking about it, that doesn't really do much for you. It doesn't probably do anything for you, because you're not actually integrating your energy, which is your soul. You're not integrating it and building that connection with essentially that other body, and so it's very important. That's why lucid dreaming is a really great tool. for learning how to become aware and awake while in a different state, in an altered state. I mean, when you're in dream state, you're essentially just in an altered state, of consciousness. And the problem is most people, they kind of in a way just stay unconscious, or unself-aware of their own consciousness when they're in the dreams. So these are really powerful words I'm saying, and there's a lot. One of the biggest secrets from over the centuries in our physical reality here that we're in. One of the biggest secrets is that there have been many occultists and just people in general with the knowledge of occultism. Again, cult not meaning it's bad, not evil. Occult as in having certain knowledge and information and wisdom. My cat's meowing really loud. I'm not sure if you can hear my cat Tiger. But there he goes. Maybe he's saying, your video is getting too long, Jeremy. You should stop at 10 minutes. So, no, but anyways, so let me just trying to make this video here just to emphasize that perspective that I've had for many years, that to really evolve yourself, your consciousness, your spiritual pathway, you have to feel and learn energy, and you have to practice with your other energy bodies and other densities of matter to really truly evolve yourself, and to ultimately find your way out of this whole multiverse, out of the whole system, get out of the larger matrix system, or just this smaller matrix system that we're in. So it's very important to have to understand the words and the things I'm trying to express. Let's leave it at 12 minutes. I think my cat wants to go outside, so let me go let him out. I will talk to you guys very soon. Peace.